Hello, this is Yoda from Dominations on November 22nd, 2016, here with my first World War attack. Nothing to report on the update, everything's just continuing to update, so we're just going to jump right into the war. So we are right now behind 107 stars to 80. They have an extra 5 hits on us though. I just got 5-star IC from number 22. So let's just have a quick look at it. We have a lot of hits. Both sides have a lot of hits. We got a few blanks, but a lot of 5 stars. And this is a 30-player war. Very nice on the bottom there. Very nice. And these guys, look at that Stimpy. Gotta defend. Oh, but everybody else 5 stars. 5 stars. My prediction is that we're going to need to have a perfect score. That's what these guys are going to get. So, I was going to, if we look at this, I'm ranked number 16. And we've got 17 5-star, 18 5-star, 19 4-star, 4-star, 5-star. So, we go down to my recommended target, number 23. It was hit by SeeFive, and he was saying that he was quite overwhelmed by tanks and that. So I thought, since this is my recommended target and it's the first one that has a lot of stars going down that's open, I would record this video to show my attack and maybe hopefully help give a different perspective. So what SeeFive did is came in from the embassy, and I wouldn't do that for a couple reasons. There's a lot of blank spaces, and particularly when I see an opening in a wall like that right around a fort or a town center, my trap alarms go off, and I kind of assume there's going to be traps in there. So my second thought would be to come up top, because when I'm looking at this, although it's only 111, this is a little misleading. It's an industrial agent, it's a Korean, so command post needs to be watched because the Koreans have an extra 40% punch on their troops. But you look at the roads. The roads haven't been upgraded, farms are not upgraded, so this 111 is a little misleading, and you can see that because they've got a bunker, and the garrison's been upgraded to industrial age. The tower, couple towers have been upgraded. The tank depot, they also have a sniper tower. So sometimes this is a little misleading, and this number would jump significantly if they upgraded their road system. Just an observation. It doesn't. Oh yeah, they've also got. Before I mentioned, they've also got air defense. So one of the options, the second option, is if I'm not coming in by the embassy, is my biggest concern, or one of my biggest concerns is, of course, is the bunker, and also the sniper tower and the air defense and the depot. So I could drop here and move in here and quickly take out the bunker, which I can reach as soon as my troops hit here. The issue is, again, there's open space, and particularly open space here, and I would not be surprised in the least bit if there's traps sitting there. So I rule out coming on from that side. The third option is to come on from the left. So I could drop here. Now, the good thing on this is I've got a clear path. Everything is stacked together with no open space. There's no traps right to the town center. The second thing I like about this is that as I go through, I can continues to clean out, because there's no road in between here, and my cannons can shoot 5. I can take out every single building here with my cannons or artillery. There's one downside to this. We've got the Versailles, and my troops are going to be very slow. Now, I've launched with a Versailles there, and it's not the end of the world, but when I've got things that are going to be attacking me and my troops are moving in slow motion, I kind of like to avoid that if I can. So that really leaves on this base only one option, coming in from the bottom. So I can drop around the dock. And so my troops again will come out. So they're going to take out the command post, take out the one air defense, probably the readouts and this, and start taking out this. And depending on how it goes, I can look at playing around with my sabotages. I can drop a sabotage right in the middle of these and take out these 4 right off the bat. Or depending how my troops move in, if they quickly take out these, I can ideally drop a sabotage right here. And that's going to take out the town center, the tank depot, the mortar, and the generals, the fort. But again, I'm not concerned on these. These are only a 9 and 8. So they're not really something that I'm going to be concerned about. And the same thing here, if the sniper tower is really causing a lot of problems in that, I can, you know what, sniper tower is going to cause problems. Because if I drop my healers and they always are behind, they're going to get taken out. So before I drop my healers, I'm going to look and see how this is going. And if the sniper tower is still standing, I might actually just sabotage there, or depending how it is. So this sabotage is going to be played by ear, but I won't drop the healers until the sabotage is in place. So that's going to take a little bit of a little trickiness on timing. So that's the plan. And then once we take out here and move in, I'm going to rally. Let's talk about the rally. So the rally point is just going to be right here on this, and because I can take out that, and everything else. So that's where the rally is going to be, and I'm also going to then do a protect. Okay, so that's the game plan. And SeeFive, this is for you. I've got a little bit more tanks on this one than I was going to, because I was going after another one higher until it got taken out, and then when I saw SeeFive's comment, I thought I'd come down here. So I've got 2 S-35s in my alliance. I've got the heavy tank that I'm now using. This is really nice. I mean, with the bump in the Brandenburg Gate, I now have 1200 DPS and 2400 against tanks. So it takes just over 2 artilleries, but artillery, I mean, has about 600 DPS. So this has a lot more DPS. What I'm giving up is I'm giving 2 in the range, because the artillery is 5. It also costs more. It's 900 to train, but look at the hit points, 20,000, and that compares to the artillery, which is only 693. So if I look at 2 artilleries, I get the same DPS, plus I then get higher on the tanks, and I get a lot higher on hit points, only because I lose the range, and I'm okay with that. Now, part of this event, I got an extra tactic, so we have a decoy. Don't think I'm going to need it, but we have it, so we'll see. 2 generals and the same complement with 3 planes, 8 artillery, and that. So that's the plan. So let's now put this into action and see how it goes. So we just, oh yeah, you know what? I don't think it is, but always a good idea to zoom in, check the bottom corner so that you're not, oh yes, and last time I said before I start moving around, I'm going to click on the rally button so I don't accidentally deploy. So everything looks good. So we're going to zoom in. There we go. And I'm going to drop my heavy tank right off the bat. I'm going to hold back my generals. Remember, I'm going to hold back my healers because I don't want them to be hurt. Okay, so let's now move out. And now we're going to switch over here to the sabotage. That is moving, so let's just do that. And so we're getting bombarded still, so let's do this. I'm just waiting for that to fall. So I'm in here, so I'm going to rally to that. I'm going to, I said rally. Going to rally to that. Going to put down my healer. There we go. Now take out the town center, please. Before it snaps. There we go. And so now we got the fort. I'm not concerned about the fort. Now see, here's this tank. There's a defect. Let me just stop this. And let me send in the planes to do some cleanup. I'm gonna comment here. I'm gonna betrayal that. There we go. Now I saved my generals because I can now drop my general here, and I'm gonna drop my general here for some cleanup. Send in my planes again. We're going to take out that tower. There we go. So look at all the traps here. Exactly what we talked about earlier. That's all the traps it looks like there. Here we're going to drop this for cleanup. So I lost a lot on these traps, but there's not much I could do, and it was at the end. I still have my heavy tank, 5 artillery, my healers, my generals. So I lost not a lot of troops. And what I wanted to point out, maybe we can still see it, is, in my opinion, there is a defect in this building. Actually, let's just go to the scouting. It'll be easier to see. Another reason I wanted to come from the bottom when I was scouting this is that there was a defect in the way they built their layout. And what I mean by that was, or maybe I did mention, I don't think I did, but is that this bunker had no gate to come out to the town center. So I came up here, I triggered this, and this tank that came out had to come out of this gate and then make its way all the way around. It gave me lots of time to betrayal it and then take out the bunker. So that's one of the things. If I was designing, I'd put a gate on this side and let them also come out on this, because there's really no need for a gate flipping here, because you got it wide open with your buildings. Move this gate over here, and then the tank can come out either way. So I hope that was beneficial. We got the 5 stars with minimal troop loss, and now I will retrain my troops. Oh, the retrain button's working. Only used, well, that's strange. Have to look at that. I use a betrayal, but it's not showing up. Oh, probably because I've got the extra tactic for that. So only 3 artillery and 26, which is, I'll take any day. Generals have very little damage, and now I have to go in on tactics and decide what I want, because unfortunately now, whether I want it or not, my next war is going to have a decoy. Because I can only have 5, and I didn't need the decoy, so now I'm going to be left with I can only have 5, so I'm going to have a decoy, and I guess maybe I could decide if I want another sabotage or betrayal. Oh, we'll play around with that. So I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, bye-bye.